the train images are used for training the model, and the test images are used for the prediction to check how well the model is trained. And we have, so there are 10 digits, so we have 10 classes for each digit here in the class names. And so we check how many images are there. So yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. And in this line here, we check the shape of the images. That is, how many images are there? There are 60,000. Yeah, 60,000. Like the real set consists of 60,000 images of 28 by 28 pixels. And these are the train labels here of the data set. So I'm just going to run the.
What's the percentage of train and test image data set?
Sorry?
What was the percentage? Like how many you took for training and how many you took for testing?
For training, we've taken 60,000. For testing, I think it's 10,000. I think I took 10,000. I tried out for different numbers, actually.
That's good. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, so the test images, it was 10,000. And the first step in this thing is that we need to pre-process the data first. So that is done by using the graph here. So in the pre-processing, the data set is processed so that the model can, like, before the data is fed to the model, it needs to be processed. So that is pre-processing. So since it's a set of black and white pixels, I mean, it is not like that here, but in the data set, it is black and white. So which changes from 0 to 255, and that is why we have these two lines here where we divide it by 255. And this is just one example, as we have taken here in the second line. We've taken the very first image in the data set, and it happens to be 5. And in this code snippet, we are displaying 25 such images along with what class it belongs to. And hence we have this loop here where, so it's a 5 by 5 array. So this is the data set that we're displaying along with its class label. And next comes the building of the model, where we are setting up different layers. So in the first layer, we are just converting the 2D array into a single 1D array. Hence, we're using the flatten function. And in the second layer, the processing happens. That is why I've taken 256 nodes and used the ReLU activation method. And in the output, since there are 10 different classes, the output layer has 10 nodes total. So here we'll set up the layers. And next comes the compiling of the model, where there's the loss function and the metrics. So the metrics measures how accurate the model is. That is how well it can predict the number. And the loss function is used to tell you any mistakes that it might have made, any incorrect guesses that it gives you. So a well-trained model would be the one with high accuracy, and the loss function has to be really low there. So here I've taken 15 epochs to train the model. And the loss and the accuracy is displayed here for each. And at every step, it has. Sorry?
Did you try with different epochs?
Yeah, I did. Like in the original, like I just took the original code and took a different data set and just changed the values a little bit.
Okay.
So first I did it for 10, then 15, and I noticed that the values changed every time.
Mm-hmm.
So for 15 epochs, this is how it works. The accuracy has slightly increased in each step. And the highest level here would be 0.9976. So here we're, to check the accuracy, we're taking one, yeah. So this is used to test the accuracy here. So overall test accuracy is given as 975. And next we check how well the model can predict a certain number. So it has displayed how accurately it can predict a certain number ranging from 0, like all the digits. And so these are the values that are there. And this value here, okay, so the seventh value here, 9.99 raised to minus 0.1. This has the highest level of accuracy as given here, according to the values displayed. And this is used to plot a graph for the predictions. So we've taken one number here, the first one, like one number. For example, 7, and the accuracy is like the rate of prediction is pretty high. And this is for all the numbers in the data set, this entire picture here. So, and here we can, so we have trained the model and we've seen how accurately it can predict each of the digits. So here we use a trained model. We are just picking one image out of the data set. And we are seeing how it can predict the image. And that is, hello?
Yeah, we are there.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Am I audible?
Yeah, we are
Yeah,
there.
you're audible.
You're audible. We are
Yeah,
listening to.
so that was,
Hello.
yeah, that was it. That was it.
Oh,
Yeah, hello?
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so that was it.
That's.
No, like I kind of explained almost everything. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. That was really good.
This was kind of there online, right? Like how much, or did you build everything from scratch?
No, I did not build everything from scratch. I just took a different data set, that's all, and tweaked the code a little bit. I didn't do it from the scratch.
That's fine and good attempt.
Yeah, good efforts. Really nice. But did you talk?
So my takeaway from here is that when we're training the model, giving more epochs doesn't necessarily mean that it will increase the accuracy, and we have to be mindful of the ratio of the test images and the training images that we use, because it can lead to overfitting, which needs to be which should be a problem if so. That was one major thing, because I tried it out for different epochs and I changed the values of the test images and the train images as well. So that was my major. I'm still
That's
trying to learn about the graph part of it, so I'm like not fully familiar yet.
The math
But,
plot
yeah.
library, are you talking about?
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, we can hear you.
Okay, I think if Niharika is done, we can start with Sneha's demo. Sneha, are you there?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, awesome. You can start.
Yeah, voice is
So
very
Niharika,
feeble.
where do you study? What do you do? I mean, you are from which college? CSS, right? Niharika? Maybe she's gone or we are not able to hear you. Put it in the chat. Sneha, go
I'm
ahead.
from Don Bosco. I'm in the 7th semester, CS.
Which college?
Don Bosco.
7th semester CS.
Which college?
Hello,
Don
can you hear me?
Bosco.
Yeah. Oh,
Can
Don
you-
Bosco. Okay. That's good and nice.
Don Bosco, yeah.
Yeah. Neha, go ahead.
In the 7th semester. Yeah, in the 7th
Nice.
semester, and I'm studying CS. So, yeah.
Give me 1 minute.
Sure.
Okay.
Good effort, Niharika. Go ahead. In future like this.
Is it visible?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's visible.
So this is the code I used, and I mostly got it off the net and tweaked a few layers. So there were three dense layers before, and it took a longer runtime because of that. So I decreased that. I played around with the numbers mostly.
So what basically does this neural network actually do?
It does the same thing. As in, it just trains the images.
Okay.
And
No, you mean trains what?
The MNIST images.
Okay.
The numbers from
numbers,
0 to 9.
animals.
Yeah, the 0 to 9 numbers.
Okay, fine. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just kept plugging in different values to see what happened. And yeah, that's it.
What did you change in this actually? What did you figure out? I mean, you got the same thing from the net, right? What did you change?
Yeah, there were 3 dense layers.
Okay.
But I made them 2 because it took longer to run.
Okay.
And it wasn't giving a better output necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
So I deleted one of the layers. It was identical to the first dense layer, almost.
So the flattened layer is what you removed?
No. There was no flattened layer in the code I looked up. There were 3 dense layers, though.
Okay.
So that wasn't really helping the second one, so I took that out. And then mostly I was playing with the number of epochs, the batch size,
Okay.
stuff like that. The 500 over here in the dense layer, those numbers was mostly what I was playing with. And looking at the results each time. Sometimes the accuracy would increase but then decrease in the end. So I didn't know stuff like that happened, but that was like something new I learned.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So maybe that's because of it's not overfitting for sure, but I don't know why that's happening.
Yeah.
Vishwas or Sujit, do you guys know why the accuracy is increasing and then decreasing at the end?
Did you change anything? What exactly did you change?
I was just playing around with these numbers, batch size, epochs, the number of dense.
Okay, epochs is actually like till you get that, you keep doing. Like give a different combination and do the same thing again. Something like that.
right now?
Like if you the more epochs it is, it takes more time, but it strains better, kind of a thing.
I
But
mean,
if there's a lot again, there'll be overfitting.
Maybe.
no, but this wasn't overfitting. I think like till the 9th epoch, it was increasing the accuracy, but the 10th epoch decreased. So,
Okay.
and 10's not a lot, right? 10 was what was in the first code you showed us as well. So I don't know what went wrong.
That's fine. You observe. Happy. We will look into it, and yeah.
Yeah, you can probably share this code with us. We'll see where exactly it's going wrong and what has to be changed.
It's working. Maybe it's just taking a.
Yeah. No, it usually works. So it's just that one configuration. And you also said like even if there's the same configuration every time you run it, there's not the same result, right?
It gives a different batch size. Like that's what I remember working when before.
Okay.
It's like you have many, but it takes certain batch, trains it, or does it that many times or something like that.
Okay.
Okay, so what was your take on this? What did you learn from the building of this entire neural network?
I think the most important thing I learned was what exactly is a neural network, like the different components that go into building one, like how you have to import your data sets, and then how you have to like add in all the layers, and like that categorical like step-by-step thing, and how it really works as a system is what I learned.
Okay, that's really good. So, Sujit, do you have anything to tell about this? Yeah, Sneha and Niharika, good going.
Yeah. Sneha, where are you from? Which sim?
I'm from IIT Roorkee.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, I kind of like blanked out while.
That's fine. IIT Roorkee.
Yeah, ECE first sem.
First.
Have you joined already?
Started. I haven't started yet.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll stop screen sharing.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you can stop.
How did you get to know about us?
I work for this volunteer organization called Reap Benefit.
Okay.
And I think someone called Abhirath or someone was on it as well.
Abhirath, yeah. That's nice.
Yeah, so they sent a message on the group.
We are happy to have an outreach in different places.
Yeah, really good. Nice.
What can be improved?
I think there could be a little more system, because like a lot of the dates got postponed, right? The first discussion.
The first discussion was a total flop because nobody responded.
Yeah, actually, the thing is, you said one day and then you kept it the next, I think. And I had another meeting that day, so I couldn't come, or else I would have.
Okay. And yeah, this probably the build-a-thon was supposed to happen on Saturday, but because of some consequences or some issue, we were not able to do it. So that was the only time I think we postponed. Everything else was happened on the same day, actually.
Sure, we'll take the feedback. Anything else, Neha?
No, it's pretty good. I enjoyed it.
What
Are
about the
you from
number of
India?
webinars? Do you want it to be increased?
No, I think 3 is enough. 3 is the perfect number, right?
Yeah.
Are you from India or outside? Accent
India.
is deceiving.
India, no. Born and brought up. My entire life is in Bangalore.
Interesting. Sure.
Yeah.
Have a great.
I lived abroad for a
in-
few years and the accent just stuck.
Engineering will play with you well. You are in IIT Roorkee anyways. Do it well.
Thank
We'll be in touch with you in future, both Niharika and Sneha.
Yeah.
And we'll be sending you the feedback form.
Yeah.
Please fill it up.
Would you like to join us, or what do you think we are doing now?
Sorry,
How much?
I didn't hear the question.
Like we are an evil society. What do you think it does with your view till now?
You help. You help us like learn and build our own. Like learn about the latest tech and experiment with it and learn how to like use it. And yeah,
Sure. Yeah, that's
from what I know, that is what you will.
yeah. Would you like to join us?
yeah.
I mean, yeah, but like I need to like know more about how this all works.
We'll be having anyways something in called as icebreakers. It is more of a more intensive session where 2 weeks we make groups and people work on particular project and see it from all the 3 perspectives, like presentation, technical, and business, because all the 3 are important in
Yeah.
getting something effective to the practical outside world. Generally,
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
sure. And anyways, you're going to IIT Roorkee, so we might even request or let's see if we can expand that. We are still now in Bangalore. Even with Niharika, you are still in 7th sem. I mean, sorry, you are in 7th sem. We would also like to contact you and be in touch. And
Yeah,
our
definitely.
intention is all who likes to learn and are dedicated, we want them to learn.
Yeah.
We are in the ways even bringing we have whatever that started till now. The reason icebreaker was there because we wanted quality people inside, that people don't come and just waste time, and whom you network with also will make sure that you meet more quality people so that you don't waste time in choosing wrong people or something like
Yeah,
that.
that is true.
And we are even working with other things once people are inside the community, like the something like tech tracks, startup tracks, and going more into depth in something that you like and something recent. We will get back with you guys. This feedback form is also filled.
I think I would definitely like to.
Yeah, just to give you a brief on what Vishwa said, currently in Tech Mastery we have IoT like techs like IoT, ML, NLP, and yeah,
Machine learning
Yeah,
and
yes.
sort of cybersecurity as well.
yeah. So we are
Backend
kind of
development.
running these things, and where people are like learning from the basics to the expert level. So that's the thing about, and they'll be building projects. Number of projects will be done, and they'll be learning and building together.
So what do you guys do other than Tech of the Month?
That's what we for now we do something called as a tech mastery. So it's a 3-stage thing. Like once you are inside after icebreakers, it's a 3-stage thing, where in the first stage you learn basics of something you like. So we do give a freedom of what subject you want you can take. Till now it has been 5 of them. Preferably we will tell you to choose these 5. then go to the medium stage and to the final stage. So we do give the resources and other assistance. In fact, whatever we have been doing now, we are also part of it. Like for a different tracks, we are also part of it. We do it with people who are doing it so that we get good rapport, and if some problems comes up, we can sort it out.
Yeah. Okay.
And once people are trained to the master level, how we see is, okay,
Hello,
things are
Vishwas?
available. All the information is kind of available. Using it right with right, yeah, Parthan.
Yeah, can you guys hear
Using
me?
it right will take it right.
Yeah, we can hear
Yes,
you.
Parthan. We can.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Parthan,
can
we
hear
can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Vishwas, if you want, I can talk here, or if you want, you can talk.
Go ahead, Parthan.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Hi, guys. I've been mute for a long time. Sorry for that. Okay, so continuing with what Vishwas told. So the whole point of a tech mastery is to bring in the confidence in people who said that they can't learn that particular technology. First, when you start, every technology might be a little bit, might be a little bit crazy. But once you start learning it, it'll get easier. So we've basically divided everything, all these machine learning, IoT, all these into three things, as Vishwas told. So you have basic, intermediate, and advanced. So in the basic, you learn something like the ABC of a particular thing. So let's take Tech of the Month. For example, we did the AI, right? I mean, we did neural networks. So this along with that, would something else would be basics, basically. So as in, you will get to know all the basic building blocks of a particular technology. If you have IoT, you play around with Arduino, Raspberry Pi. If you have machine learning, you learn the basic concepts of machine learning. And so it's like that. So the whole idea is so that you're accustomed with what and all technologies, what and all techniques are available, and the basic terminologies. And then comes the intermediate, where you will be taking a hands-on project where you'll be using whatever you've learned. So just imagine it to be something like a larger scale of Buildathon today. This was a very basic thing, but you will be building some project which the industry kind of will be working on, industry or research projects, something. So that will be your intermediate, and you will have to give a talk on what you did as your project and how it went on fine or not. What are your learnings and all that. And finally is the advanced, where that will be more on the technical side. So let's say you come to the advanced of machine learning. So we'll get you in contact with professors or researchers who are already working on the same field, so that you can get even more better idea on it. And our approach would be for you to choose one of the research papers and try to replicate the code for it. So not all research papers have codes with it. So the whole idea is that you're able to learn, you're able to read the research paper and try to replicate it. So at the end, the whole objective of tech mastery is that anyone, it doesn't matter from which background you are, it doesn't matter from where you come from, which college. The whole idea is anyone can learn a particular technology and master it to a level where they're confident enough to use it in the industry or in the research. So that's about tech mastery, basically. I hope I made it clear.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah, you have any
It's
doubts?
actually really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really looking forward to like the next thing.
Yeah. So yeah, that's from my side. I know I'm kind of outside, so I just come once in a while like this and go. So I think, guys, you can carry on.
We are kind
Yeah, I think we are done too. We just wanted to send you guys the feedback form,
of. It's fine.
and you sent it already. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
I think we are done here, and really good efforts, Niharika and Sneha. Really proud that you've actually built the neural network, and you got to learn a lot from whatever we were trying to give you guys out.
Yeah, and this is our first time again. So we
Yeah.
we are hoping to improve it to a much bigger scale. So all your feedback is important, and please give us. Please give us very critical feedback so that we
We
can.
were about to tell good feedbacks.
Yeah. Only for
Hard
Flipkart and
expects that, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
you're
that's-
the wise one.
Yeah, so that's the thing. Just give us critical feedbacks, and if you don't mind, we want you to be in touch with Newell Society so that we can gain more knowledge, actually, because two of you are from a different background. One person is going to
Yeah.
join the university, and the other is in a different university altogether. I mean, from PES. That's what I'm saying. So we would like to have a lot of feedbacks, and we want to ask you a lot of questions here and then. Not going to pester you guys. Don't worry about that. So that's
So by staying in touch, we mean on Discord. Try to stay as active as possible. We'll be giving you guys the updates about the next few events we are planning to have.
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure, guys.
Yeah, I'll
Done.
definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, enjoy your Diwali.
Yeah, happy
Oh, yeah.
Diwali again.
Happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali.
Yeah.
Okay,
Bye, guys.
bye-bye.
Anytime you can just give a call or any doubts or something. With all the resources we have, we'll try to sort it out anyway. That's what we are there for. Okay, guys. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.